Okay, so a lot of you have voiced that this process of finding a pattern rule can be kind of difficult, and I don't blame you. It seems like a lot of guessing and checking and wondering if there's an easy way to find it, or an easier way to find it, maybe. So one thing I want you to look at when you start to approach a problem is the first thing I want you to do is write all the information down. So a good principle for these Nearpod videos is what you see on my screen, on my whiteboard, should be on your paper. So then during those work checks, I'll be able to see your notes exactly and know that you are following along and you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. So if you need to pause at any time to follow the information, please do that. So go ahead and pause, copy this ratio table down, and have your paper look like mine. So the first thing that I look at is, what is this pattern growing by? How do I get from one value to the next? And it seems as though it's growing by 4, right? And so the next couple terms, I'll do that same exact pattern, right? 11 plus 4 is 15, and then 15 again plus 4, and plus 4 is 19. Okay, and some of you have voiced like, okay, I just look at one of these terms and then I try to get from one of those numbers to the value. And so it's a lot of guessing and checking. So the first thing I want you guys to start out with is the number that you notice that it's growing by, multiply by that number and see if that helps. Because another way of describing what multiplication is it's repeated addition, right? Or adding groups of a number. That's what this is. And so hopefully you notice, or you've started to notice, that the pattern of the number that you add is actually the number that you multiply by. So check this out. I notice that I'm adding 4 to each of these values, right? And so now I'm trying to get from one number to the other. Okay, so I know that times 4 will most likely be in my pattern rule. But I know that 2 times 4 is not 7. In fact, it's 8. So then what do I need to do to get to what value it has? Well, I need to subtract 1, right? So 2 times 4 minus 1 is equal to 7. Let's apply that core to the next row. So 3 times 4 minus 1. 3 times 4 is 12, minus 1 is 11. So it works for that, it works for that. Let's try 1. 1 times 4 minus 1, right? Boom. So I know that my pattern rule is term times 4 minus 1. And then I can go ahead and apply that to these ones down here, right? 12 times 4 is 48, minus 1 is 47. 38 times 4, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15. Don't forget about the minus 1. 151, right? And so you start to see those patterns develop. And once you establish your pattern rule, it's smooth sailing. You plug in your term and you find the value. You guys are doing so awesome. I'm so proud of you. Continue to work hard, keep it up, and find those pattern rules. You got this.